Welcome to Robertland. That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy fast food podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson. And here's your co-host, Rossco Soletrain.
Dude, what's going on? Man boy. I got this fucking shit going on. Can you hear that?
A little.
Jesus Christ, it sounds like something's going on over here. Fuck, Daryl, what's up, man?
Not much. Just hanging out, having a good time, talking about fast food, man.
Daryl Williams,
So
you
fun.
are a sight for sore eyes, man. It's
Thank
been
you.
a minute, and we're glad to have you back. Last time you were on, I think we talked about clowns, which was
right.
a fun one. And we did some improv games. But I'm excited because tonight we'll probably bring some more improv games.
Great.
Wow.
But it's a kind of a special thing when Daryl's here. You know,
Yeah.
I think I just want to improvise ripping your clothes off.
Oh, wow. But before we get into that,
Yes,
we got to get into my favorite segment.
Your favorite segment, a fast food minute with Zack Hillman.
Enjoy.
Boo! This is Fast Food Minute with Zack Hillman. Why settle for wedding bells when you can have Taco Bells? The Mexican-styled fast food chain's flagship Las Vegas location now allows you to add a side of matrimony to your order. Just bring a marriage license, preferably one with no hot sauce stains, and place your order right at the counter. Then you'll head up to the second floor, where you'll be married by an ordained officiant, which they refer to as an officiarito supreme. You'll also have access to a private reception area, where you and 15 of your closest friends and family can fart yourselves to the points of asphyxiation. Factor in a taco 12-pack and some Cinnabon Delights, and you'll agree that the $7 worth of food totally justifies the $600 price tag. But that's not all! You'll also get a sauce packet garter and bow tie, Taco Bell branded champagne flutes, and just married shirts for the bride and groom. You can also purchase a bouquet of hot sauce packets just in case you want your wedding to be really classy. If it's anything like your other drunken late-night T-Bell orders, there's no way that this will come back to haunt you in the morning. But if it does, you can always head for the border.
Man, Daryl, what did you think of your podcast co-host, Mr. Hillman?
I think he's great. I think he definitely brings a nice flavor to this. I wish he did it to our own podcast, but hey, a boy can dream.
Fuck, one day.
So you have the Spongeworthy Podcast, which is... I've done it a couple times and I have a blast, but it's like a pretty in-depth Seinfeld podcast.
Definitely.
Where you guys kind of dissect the show, right?
We dive in deep. We go, episode by episode, trying to talk about what was cool still, what kind of doesn't hold up, yada, 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 all that shit.
And it's crazy because since you've done it, like all of maybe 4 cast members have died so far or something.
It's a curse now.
Right.
Yeah, I think
Curse of the pod.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Michael Richards yet.
But dude, it's crazy because I remember doing the show, and Seinfeld is one of those shows that I saved for later. It was kind of like those albums that, like, I know it's good, but I'm saving it for later, and I had to watch it doing your podcast
For sure.
and it really is one of those shows that just like is mind blowing and holds up really well for the most part. But I love that they talk. It really is a show about nothing.
Yes.
Which is what this podcast is about.
Well, actually, today it's going to be about the hat.
Yes, it is about the hat.
A Southern California staple, yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to segue smoothly,
Seinfeld wears hats, right?
Yeah.
They go to eat.
Yeah.
They go to a diner-esque place.
Would you guys soup?
Yeah. Would you guys do Monks if you could?
I think so.
Review that?
Yeah, I would try Monks, dude.
Yeah.
I got a confession to make. I've never really watched Seinfeld.
What?
Yeah,
It's all good.
I think I might have seen an episode here and there. But I've never watched it at all.
Well, the diner that they normally hang out in is called Monks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would try it.
Is that where the Soup Nazi was? No, soup
No, it's a different restaurant. He has his own little soup delicatessen.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's obviously in New York.
Yeah.
I want to say Monks. It's not a real name. It's like a TV name, but it is a real restaurant. There is like a real location.
Nice. Well, and tonight we're about to talk about another real restaurant.
The Hat.
The Hat.
Yeah.
Which is a Southern California staple.
Yes, it is.
It was so good.
Yes.
It was so good.
So we actually just came from the Hat. It was delicious, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into our experiences. First, I have a brief little history about the Hat. So it's been around for over 70 years. It's strange because I cannot find the fucking original the owner, the guy who started the hat.
Right.
I can't find his name.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere.
It's gone to the test of times.
So I found a video where the new owner, John Corazzoni, I think his last name is, him and his dad own it. So it's a family-run business. But he mentions the original owner's name, and he's like, yeah, when my dad said that so-and-so put up the hat, we decided to buy it, and that was the original location in Alhambra. Now there's over 11. I think there's 11 locations right now.
Right.
How long have they owned it?
I want to say it's been for over 40 years they've owned it.
Oh, wow.
I think they bought it in I think it was 80 or 81 or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is kind of cloudy. I don't quite understand why it's hard to find information about
this is
hats.
like the Minoans of fast food. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you got to piece together their history. Yeah.
So I have a little bit, some notes about the hat, and they're real brief, so we can just get into our experiences with the hat and then our experience tonight as well. But since 1951, the hat has been serving up Southern California, specializing in pastrami dip sandwiches, which is what we got.
Yeah.
The hat also serves burgers, hot dogs, sandwiches, onion rings, French fries, tamales, and even the chili cheese fries that Robert got over there.
Yeah.
The soda. Hello. Oh, that was pretty good. That was a good. And the soda fountain even is squirting out orange bang. I think they actually, some locations have horchata as well.
Yeah.
Which is fucking awesome. The company has kept its roots by keeping the iconic neon signs that feature a chef's hat and the words "world famous pastrami" at each and every single one of its 11 locations that spread across Los Angeles, Riverside, Orange, Ventura, and San Bernardino counties. Fun fact about the hats. The customers of the hat will consume anywhere from 13 to 15 tons of pastrami per week.
A week? Jeez, I thought you were going to say a year.
It said per week.
Wow.
That's-
I would think per year.
It's a shitload of pastrami.
That's a lot of pastrami. That's a lot of weird, hard shits. And also, the recipe for the tuna fish sandwich came from the current owner's mother,
Damn.
and it's been on the menu for over 40 years.
Wow.
So I think that the new ownership, like you think about it, they've owned the hat longer than the original owner did, and they're the ones that really expanded it to the 11 stores. So you would think that it's like, okay, well, this guy only had the one iconic location in Alhambra, so fuck it, like they brought the hat to what it is today.
Right.
in a
Dude,
lot of respects.
I'm literally so happy that we're talking about it because to me it is one of the most underrated restaurants.
Yeah.
It truly
For sure.
is. Like
Yeah.
there isn't enough hype about it as far like word of mouth. We all know it's good, but it's not like celebrated.
about-
the
no, it's
same.
not.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I would
It's
assume
weird.
most people don't really think about pastrami out here in like SoCal.
Which is so strange because to me, Los Angeles is as much as it is a taco and burger town, it is a 100%. I feel like Los Angeles is a pastrami town,
Sure.
big time.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about a lot of the delis out here. Like you have Jerry's,
Right,
Cantor's,
right.
You had Nate and Al's. I don't think it exists anymore. Greenblatt's, which
It
is
is
also
a
gone.
pastrami
It's a
spot.
pastrami
Yeah.
town for sure.
Yeah. No. And
Think about look at the average restaurants, like old shitty gyms or like all these random little 1950s diners or like little spots.
Right.
They all say tacos, pastrami.
Right.
well, I think also the pastrami trees in Southern California
Yes,
provide
yes.
a lot.
Yeah, they bloom year round. Yeah.
So I mean, we might as well, mind the well,
Yeah.
get that pastrami out.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I have a lot of memories from the hat from my childhood. Because there was one in Brea. I'm very curious about these locations. I might get, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I don't think I went to too many of them growing up, but the Brea one, and there's one in Upland or
Yes, there is.
Claremont. It's on the border of all those.
Yeah.
That may be the furthest one that way, right?
No,
East.
there's more.
There's Rancho.
Yeah, Rancho's got one.
Cucamonga, I've
Yeah,
been there
which
too.
is
but
further than Upland.
but Brea was the one that's like the one I'd go to, and there was a guy that worked there forever. He literally looked like he had the same outfit from the 80s, and his hair
Maybe.
was the same.
Sure.
Yeah, and
I guess a lot of their employees stay there for
Why not?
20, 30, 40
Yeah.
years.
I can understand like working at like a mom and pop place. I'm sure they're better than working at McDonald's, price or wage wise.
And you know what I noticed about the hat is how goddamn organized
Yeah.
it is. It's like an in and out system for a place that doesn't like. It's kind of crazy,
And it's clean too. It's not like dingy. It's not like, oh man, I don't want to like use the bathroom. It's like, no, I'll use the bathroom.
I'll take a shit in here. I'll shower.
Well, if one of them sweated, like one of the employees sweat on me, like I would fucking lick their forehead.
Why not?
Because
it's gonna taste like pastrami.
Yeah, pastrami, dude. Yeah,
it's gonna be good. Yeah, you're right about that. And what's cool about each location, other than the original location, because it's so small, all their locations you can see right into their kitchen.
Sure.
I mean, fuck, I was filming them working, and no one gave a shit at all. It's almost like they welcomed it.
Yeah.
And that location, because of some of the homeless people that are in the area, it does have a security guard outside, and he didn't give a fuck I was filming either. He actually thought it was funny when we were dicking around outside. Mm-hmm. Which was that's always cool when that happens.
Yeah. And I think it's because like they know that they run a very tight ship. Like they got their shit down.
Yeah.
And their system down. Always excellent service.
Yeah,
They're
totally.
What they do, and I wonder if that was implemented before those owners. And unfortunately, there isn't enough information out there to know that.
Yeah.
But whoever got that system going is a genius.
I would assume that it was probably from the original owner.
Sure.
I'm not sure if they just had the one location or if they had 2 or 3, because it's hard to say, because when you look at the outside of the locations, a lot of them look new, but then when you go inside, they all look old. They all have that wood paneling on there and the old school diner tables. It's hard to say, like, it's weird.
They look fleek, dog. They look very
so
fresh
cool
on the outside, but then it's very well maintained for how old some of these ones are, but it's hard to even tell how old they are. Yeah, it's crazy. The funny thing that I noticed too about the staff is usually it's all like at the Brea one, it would be like during the day it was all men. It was like the guy staff.
Right.
No, sorry, it was the women staff. Mm-hmm. And then at night it was dudes. But this one I noticed it was like
all
interwebbed. Yeah, they were all like just boning on top of.
Yeah, they were having an orgy at the hat.
Yeah, that's how they make those wet fries.
Which is the original, exactly. Yeah, and that's the original. The first time I ever went there, I went specifically for the gravy, gravy glory, gravy glory hole.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, I
stick your junk in the fucking gravy boat and see what happens.
I love it,
Take
dude.
it for a ride.
I love it, man. Actually, they have an obese man. He's on that British show 65 Stones, where he's 500 pounds. They actually feed him pastrami, and then they all fucking. I'm sorry.
Oh my god,
that's fictional.
Hey,
I'm sorry. That was a fib. I don't know if they do that, but I'd like to think so. Yeah, they actually rub the pastrami on him to get like the salt. Yeah, no. It is delicious food. So I had this is a funny epiphany that I had a couple years ago. But I remember I always saw on the menu it said wet fries.
Yeah.
Have you seen the wet fries?
Yeah, the
gravy fries.
Yeah, the gravy fries.
Fucking so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Okay, so I've never had the gravy fries before. My buddy Jason, every time we go to the hat, he always gets gravy on the side. Mm-hmm. What are your experiences with the hat?
I definitely have had it pretty much all my life. Funny story. One time I went with my boss to the hat, and he opened up and outed himself as gay.
At the hat?
At the hat, yeah. He literally was like, hey, I don't know if you know or where, but I'm gay.
It's because of the amount of hot beef that was surrounding him, and the oils and it's a perfect place to come out.
He thought, I in a weird way too, I thought he was like kind of telling me like, and you want to go out later or something? And I was like, no, let's just hang out as boss and employee. Like, yeah, but it was like, thank you for the pastrami though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad. I'm not going to eat your meat, but I'll eat this meat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like my meat a little more wet and saltier, even though you probably have great musk and salt on your own, but not like the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious. So what was your first time going, or like what was the
I probably went.
Location?
Yeah, like probably went to the one in Brea as a kid because I grew up in Placentia.
Oh, that's
so
right
yeah,
there.
it was right there. We would always go like I would say once a week, like during school, or all of us as seniors would be like, oh man. There would be two sects of people. There'd be people that go to In-N-Out, and then there'd be the cooler people that went to the hat.
Oh,
yep.
Wow. The hat, I mean, it's where it's at. When did you first have it, Ross?
The first time I had the hat was, I think I went to the Pasadena location first, or it might have been the original location in Alhambra. I can't quite remember. But I went there because I love pastrami. Like pastrami is like one of my absolute favorite things ever. And I really wanted to try them. You know, I kept seeing the billboards everywhere, and this was probably maybe 8 years ago. So I didn't grow up with the hat at all. And I feel like with Tommy's is one of those places that people love Tommy's because they grew up with Tommy's, and it tastes exactly the way it tasted back in the day, which is like dog shit.
It's like White Castle.
Yeah, but like
it's nostalgic.
Yeah, and I had no kind of attachment whatsoever to the hat, and I walked into. I'm pretty sure it was the Pasadena location. I walked in and I saw the wood paneling. I saw the old school booths and tables, and I just fucking fell in love with the place immediately. Had their food. Pastrami was great. The fries were great. The pickles were great. They just doused my shit with mustard, which I love mustard and pickles. And I fucking fell in love.
Yeah, it was great.
And then I've been going. So years ago, I became a season ticket holder to the Ontario Reign because I love fucking hockey. And I love minor league hockey. It's great. So I got a season ticket to the Ontario Reign, and it was like a tradition, or it is a tradition of mine, to go to the hat when I'm leaving the game, the one in Glendora on Route 66. And I like that location a lot. I actually like that location better than I like the original or the Pasadena location. It's just a little bit bigger. I could be wrong on that. I think it's a little bit bigger, and it just feels even older. It feels super
like
super
the Glendora
70s
one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original one, it's all outdoor seating. It's very old school.
Yeah.
It looks super old school as well.
I like the sign, the neon sign at the hat in Alhambra is the coolest because it's the OG. It's a little bit different shape. The lettering is a little bit different. That's the best sign because all the other signs are basically the same.
Sure,
but those signs are fucking amazing.
It's splitting hairs.
Yeah. Well, you can tell that original one, like it's closer to the street.
Right.
Apparently, it's illegal, but apparently the city of Alhambra just turns a blind eye, or they turned a blind eye for so many years, and then they were able to get that location some kind of historic preservation.
Sure.
Whoa.
So yeah.
Yeah, because how long has it been there? It's over 70 years.
It's been there since 51.
Easily.
Yeah, so it's 71 years
71
old.
years,
yeah. Wow.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. So so what are the locations?
So there's, I don't have a list in front of me, but I know there's Alhambra, Pasadena, Monterey Park, Upland, Temple City, Brea, and I know there's more.
Rancho.
Yeah, there's Rancho.
Glendora.
Let's see, where else are they?
Mission Viejo,
I'm surprised
maybe.
there's not one in
Somewhere
Riverside.
Random.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see all the locations, and unfortunately, if the hat ever listens to this podcast, your website is
got it
down.
right here.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, Marietta,
Okay.
Pasadena,
Yep.
Glendora, Lake Forest,
Okay, yeah. Orange County.
Brea, Simi Valley,
Slimy.
Slimy Valley, Alhambra, Rancho Cucamonga, Upland, Monterey Park, Temple City, Manila. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. It's not.
I think that the Temple City location is the second location they opened up. So it's not. It's like right down the way from the original
Temple
one.
City is.
Yeah.
That's trippy. I thought it would have been like the Glendora. Glendora seems old too.
Not from the outside. The outside looks brand fucking new.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how Brea seems like it's
Probably been there for a lot longer.
I would say Brea's opened up in like the late 90s.
Oh, I think even before that, dude. I used to go when I was like 10 or maybe before I was 10 years old. So it's probably been, I mean, at least since they bought it.
Yeah.
Because I wonder how much they expanded. I'm sure they've done.
I think they did the majority of the expanding.
Yeah.
They might have even done all the expanding.
Yeah, it might have just been Alhambra.
Yeah, like I
and
said,
Temple
it's
City.
really hard to. There's not very much information out there at all. And even like when I saw that interview with the owner's son, or the co-owner, I should say, even when I saw that, there wasn't that much out there, and like their website's fucked up, so I can't access their website either on my phone or on my computer.
Right.
You can only access it through Windows
dark web.
95.
Yeah. Totally.
Or the dark web.
Yeah. The dark. Yeah.
It's all in wingdings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking strange.
You could download it off Kazaa. Maybe.
Oh yeah, dude, LimeWire. But tonight there was a few things at the hat that I had tonight that I'd never had in my life before.
Right.
At the hat, I had we ordered their onion rings. Robert paid for the entire meal. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
And it cost you a fucking fortune too. I saw that bill. Holy fuck.
It's all right. And then I bought a mouse that
Yeah,
I didn't
fucking
eat. I'm an idiot.
But I had two things that I never had before. I had their orange bang, and then I also, which is a drink, and then I also had we had their onion rings.
Which are great. I love their onion rings.
I like their onion rings better than their fries.
Yeah.
And I like their fries.
They're on point. I like the onion rings because they're like that crunchy batter. They're not like that. I don't know, like this soft batter sometimes where it's like, ugh,
falls
gross.
apart.
It falls
yeah,
apart.
You want it to be crunchy.
Right. You want it crunchy. You want to like when you bite into the onion, you want it to like break apart and like not just pull the whole like fucking string out with it.
Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, it's good.
They were really good.
Really good.
So that I've never seen those. They're onion
They've been
rings.
on I guess they've been on the menu since forever.
Day one?
I don't know about day one because a lot of these places didn't have deep fryers.
Sure.
So they could have because they were in 51. So it's after like, at that point in time in 51, there was already, I think, 360 Foster Frees in California. So
Yeah.
I think that they might have originally had onion rings and French fries as well.
Is there a dessert at the hat?
There is not, other than sodas, there is not.
They should have a chef hat with ice cream in it.
They should. That would be dope.
You should be on their
Yeah.
marketing team. But like you were saying earlier, like it's tried and true, and like why try to fuck with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to add like kale to the hat's menu.
Sure.
Well, we'll get into that because I was reading some of their Yelp reviews earlier, but we'll talk about that because somebody says something about something.
I will say the one thing I wish they did have when we were eating it, I was like, man, there's no sauerkraut. Like they don't have any type of Reuben.
It does seem like it would have that.
Yeah.
Because so they have pastrami, they have a French dip.
Yep.
Right. They've got
They have burgers. They have hot dogs.
dogs.
Yeah.
They even have a tamale.
Tamale.
Like Tommy's.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I've ever seen their tamale ever.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I actually thought about ordering it, but then I'm like,
yeah.
I love their pastrami so much that it's hard for me to deviate from the
I honestly
actual.
kind of regret getting the chili cheese fries are better than Tommy's, and they're one of my favorites. But that pastrami is so good and so filling.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just want to get it to have the chili fries.
You
but-
you can get pastrami on top of your chili fries, right?
which is what I should have done.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't do that.
I know. I think it's because I wanted to savor the flavor and have like the pastrami later.
Yeah.
Because it's so
Savor
good.
the flavor and have the pastrami later. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
dude. That's my bars, dude.
That's their slogan.
It's gonna be on Dawn Day 3 or whatever.
Oh, cool, man. That little player that Kanye West came out with, the little, I think it's called a Yeezy player or whatever, where you can break down the stems and all that shit. Have you heard about this? Dude, it is the fucking coolest thing ever.
Sounds dope.
Yeah, like you can just you can remix any Kanye West song or like whatever's on there. You can remix whatever you want or just listen to any of the tracks. It's pretty fucking cool.
I wonder if Pete Davidson's gonna do one where he's just boning Kim
Dude,
Kardashian.
that'd be great. Yeah, come on with his own player. Yeah.
Dude, it's so funny, man. The hat though, I have a lot of memories from. I did a surprise birthday party for my brother at the hat.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
He loves the hat.
We were talking about having your brother on this podcast.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on. We will have him on.
What was the excuse to like say, "Hey, come with me to this restaurant"? No reason.
Well, he loves the hat that it didn't take much convincing.
Okay.
But then we had everyone there, and we bought him all this like wrestling stuff. Like it was so funny, man. Yeah, we got like hilarious. Like I think they look like they're boning on the balloon. It's like two wrestlers all up on each other's grill and balls in their face
Love
and
it.
stuff.
Wait.
But yeah,
I thought that was wrestling.
Yeah,
that
pretty
is
much,
wrestling.
yeah.
But yeah.
Checking
Check
the oil.
Yeah, checking the oil. That's right.
That's when you stick a finger up another guy's ass when you're wrestling.
Oh,
It's-
I'm aware.
Yeah, we learned that in our Foster Freeze adventure. But no, I mean, my dad loved it. My mom loved it. It was a big treat. But you know what's funny is I didn't eat the chili fries up until a couple years ago.
I feel like at the majority of these places we've been going, you've been getting the chili cheese fries.
Yeah, and it's probably because of the hat. The hat opened that portal.
But the chili door.
The chili door. chili.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good.
What's
man.
the one thing that you wished it was at the hat?
I mean, I think it would be cool if they had like ice cream.
Or a milkshake.
Or a milkshake
Yeah.
or something. It seems like a milkshake would be good there.
I agree.
Like a malt milkshake? Fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
and
A
it doesn't
malt
have to
milkshake.
be like crazy flavors. Just chocolate,
Chocolate,
vanilla,
strawberry.
whatever.
Yeah, and they have like 40 employees that
Yeah.
can easily get an ice cream super quick, right? I feel
awesome.
like,
Right.
but I get it. I get why they stick to it. Now, this is the question: is how much has the menu changed?
Yeah.
I wonder.
I would assume not much.
Not
Probably
much.
just the
'Cause
price.
In-N-Out, they like pride themselves in keeping it. But remember the hot chocolate came back?
Yeah.
Ghirardelli hot chocolate, and that was an original menu item, but it was like 60 years or something,
Right.
or 40 years.
Right.
And they brought it back. I wonder if that's how the menu was for the hat when it.
Do you think they have secret menu items too?
At the hat?
Yeah.
I think that the chili cheese fries with pastrami is a secret menu
okay.
item.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the
Yeah,
menu.
and I think that the gravy is something that. They have the wet fries, so that's not a
Sure.
secret. But I'm sure there's some kind of weird gravy thing that you can do.
Like poutine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see something like that, or like with the like Swiss cheese or something. But I don't know of any weird like other menu hacks other than that.
Well, you interestingly ate your food. You had like
Fuck
your
yeah, I did.
pastrami.
Ate it all.
So, but you had like your pastrami separated from the
The
bun,
bread.
the
Yeah.
bread.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that I've never had there. I've never had their bread there.
Right.
And then I never had their little sauce. And I will say that
The au jus.
the au jus. Yeah, I never I would
Bless you.
The bread was delicious. I wasn't crazy about the au jus at all. I felt like the au jus was just way too salty.
Most au jus are. Yeah. That's there's too much beef dripping, not enough beef.
No, it was just it was like just a
Yeah.
salt.
It's just salt. Yeah.
Yeah, which I
Which
mean
is fine.
It was I saw you dip the fries in there.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing, and I
Yeah.
felt like that was amazing.
Definitely good.
Yeah, so
Definitely tasty.
that's
Damn, I
there's
wish
a
I
little.
got a Jew.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Well, if
You
you,
can have one. It's Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot.
dude.
There's
if
lot
you're
of
a good
au jus,
boy and you ask for Christmas, you can
Yep.
get a Jew.
Jesus.
Oh, well, thank you, man.
Pray
For
Jesus.
Christmas?
Yeah.
How weird is that? Dude, it's so funny, man. I'd love to see what people say about this.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of funny, all right, let's just go into these Yelp reviews. So on this podcast, we always start off with the worst first,
Nice.
and then we'll end off on the best.
Got it.
So we're gonna start off with Maureen S from San Clemente, California. This is a good one right here. This is a short one. It says, seriously? The food sucks. Salty in all caps. Cheap, soggy buns. Atrocious prices for a fast food joint. Not a place for people with high blood pressure. You will die instantly eating here. That's a
Yeah.
wow. It's
It's
intense.
I can really hear her blood pressure in this.
Yes.
video. Yeah.
Yes. Salty, cheap, soggy buns. So another thing the hat prides themselves on is they work with a local baker to get their specific buns.
Right.
Those buns, I first time I ever had one today, loved it.
Yeah.
Delicious bun.
I don't think their buns are that bad. I
Or
think,
cheap.
No.
Dude, no, it's quality.
good
man.
bun.
And also, like, why would you want a cheap fast food pastrami place? Like,
Yeah.
that seems like an oxymoron. Like,
Yeah.
You want, like, affordable, but not, like,
approachable.
Who's getting, like, bargain lobster either?
Yeah.
Like, who's
Yeah.
doing that?
Bargain
Like,
pastrami?
no. Like,
no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
like, I'll go for the $12 sandwich instead of the $4 because
Yeah.
the 12 is probably way better.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Like, I will pay the extra $5 for something that's quality rather than the dog shit that, like, well, it's cheap and it's quick. It's like, no, I fuck all that. Like, I'm going to go to the hat and
Yep.
I'm going to get that pastrami as opposed
Right.
to anywhere else.
Dude, people
Right.
are conditioned to like. I think it's like it's weird for them because like, wait, this should be shittier. You know
should
what
be
I mean?
cheaper.
Like,
Why
and
isn't this
cheaper. Yeah, what?
Yeah, because it's beef.
yeah, because
It's good quality beef.
The hat is a rare place, dude.
And it's
a
not
very
like
rare
Cantor's. Cantor's is like $25 for
Yeah.
a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally. Yeah. All right. Here's another one. I like this one. This is Dan B from Pasadena. The shtick that it was cheap. It was a cheap bite to eat. Not anymore. At $12.56 for a pastrami with some pickles and mustard and no dip. You gotta be kidding me. This establishment is bare bones with condiments in packets only. Well, that's kind of like their whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And they're not cheap about it. They give you a fucking plate of condiments, you
Yeah.
douche. Cheap packet condiments. I would say that all those condiments probably cost them a fortune because everything was Heinz. It wasn't like it was some bullshit Hunt's.
Yes.
So
And
cheap.
they're the only one of the restaurants that will give free ranch. Like
They give
Yeah.
who gives out free ranch?
They'll give you a fuck. Like, we didn't even use all that ranch. Cheap packet condiments that you last saw in a public school. No, dude, you're fucking full of shit. Don't even think about trying any other sandwiches on the menu. I once had the turkey, and it was all dry bread, dry cheese, and a few slices of deli turkey. It was so dry, I could have choked. I wish you would have, Dan S. or Dan B. The worst / best part is the rude attitude from the cashier, who fits the type of what looks like the owner. What the fuck?
What does that mean?
Okay.
What does that mean?
If you want a pastrami or a French dip, try Philippe's or Cole's.
Right.
Philippe's sandwiches are actually cheaper and better. Cole's is only 67 cents more, and they are a full-service establishment. Okay.
The clothing store, the Kohl's.
So, dude, you're going from. Let's just break this down. Philippe's is a Los Angeles institution that's been around forever.
Been there,
and
love it.
It's great. I love Philippe's as well.
Philippe's is good. Yeah.
They're good. They do not have fries. They don't have a fryer.
No.
Everything is like more deli style. There's no. That's just what, and it's more of a deli.
Right.
It's not
Right.
a fast food.
No.
It's not a burgers and fries type of place.
No.
So that right there is apples and oranges.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, Kohl's. So I don't know if you guys have been to Kohl's before.
No.
Okay, so I've been to Kohl's several times. Kohl's is a bar. So I don't know if you guys have seen. I don't know if you guys. You know Forrest Gump, right?
Sure.
So you know when it's New Year's Eve and they're at that bar with Lieutenant Dan. That's Kohl's.
I see.
So Kohl's is a bar that has pastrami and fries.
Sure.
And they have a giant what do you call it? Speakeasy in the back as well. Kohl's is a bar. And do they serve up delicious pastrami sandwiches?
Right.
Absolutely. Is it 67 cents more than the Hat? Maybe. I don't know. And they have some of the best pastrami in fucking Los Angeles. This is a burger and fry joint that's higher end than fucking In-N-Out Burger or like more
Arby's.
or Arby's, and it's not like Philippe's and it's not like Kohl's at all. So this guy Dan B, you're
I think it's cheap. They're coming from an angle of being cheap asses,
Right.
Rather than criticizing the food,
Right.
He's like, I once had a turkey, so he's been to the Hat
several
numerous
times. Yeah,
Just
several
seems
times.
weird that like you're like, how come this isn't the best pastrami I've had and it's not $2?
Yeah. I feel like that's been the reoccurring theme is that they're cheap fucks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's another one right here from Lenore C from Pasadena.
What is this fucking bitch?
Yeah. This was last year. She wrote this. I would assume this.
I didn't know it was a female. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It sounded like a unique name.
The Hat is 5 feet from me. The Habit is a 10-minute drive to South Pasadena.
Can we shoot her, please? Can we find her and kill her?
It gets better. It gets better.
The Habit.
The Habit serves a good homemade veggie burger as well as an Impossible burger as well as damn tasty real burgers. That's where I'll be until the Hat serves up one solid veggie burger. Weird fact, this is even better. Weird fact, if you add "by" to the Hat, you get the Habit. And since the Habit is willing to go both ways, either meat or veggie, that's even weirder now. Haha. The fuck? That's also a one-star
Like a
review.
riddle.
So
I hate this person.
Yeah, they want the Hat to start serving Impossible burgers as well as
Right.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you would give a bad review to a place that just doesn't serve that item. Like,
No.
Why would I be like, why does this Honda dealer not sell Ferraris? This is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
the Habit is one of the most
fuck
middle
outta
of the
here.
road like burger places. I mean, it's all right. It's
all
the
right.
Habit.
It's fine.
Good, but it does its job.
Right.
But you can't
Right.
compare them. It's apples and oranges,
Yeah.
like you said. And I totally take back calling anyone a B word and saying that I wanted to kill them. But it's upsetting because I love the Hat.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that literally.
I
but-
will say they have the same onion rings, the Habit and the Hat.
Okay.
Do they?
Their onion rings are pretty close to each other.
they're delicious then. I'm not going to shit on the Hat. I think the Hat's great or the Habit's great. Whatever. But it is a chain place, and it's nationwide. So
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
And
Yeah.
they don't serve pastrami.
No, they do not. Well, let's get some good
Let's get
reviews
some
going.
positive reviews so
Okay.
I don't make my blood boil like little old Lenora over there. And I love her. She's a good person.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, this is from...
No, she's a whore face. Fuck.
This is from Manelli A.
Manelli.
All right, Manelli, you right now? Is The Habit coming back from
Yeah.
Payback? Dude?
I wanted to sneeze, but not on the mic.
5 stars. This is from Manelli, Glendale, Los Angeles. The yummy burger with the most delicious fries. I enjoyed every single bite of my food, 100%. Bless you. Recommended, but don't forget to order the fries. It's a big bless you and portion. And you aren't going to finish this, but it's worth it.
You know, so that's the thing about the fries at the Hat. They're meant to be family style.
Right.
That's why they serve them in that big ass bag and they
Sure.
fill that fucker up.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, for sure. Because we shared them. There was plenty of fries. We also got the onion rings too. But yeah.
See, if you notice, the good reviews are short and brief because it's just, there's not much to say other than it's good.
No,
And
there's
that's
some
I mean,
people.
there is a lot to say,
Yeah.
but this is heaven. If you want the most tasty pastrami around, this is your place. Stop here whenever you're in the area. I agree.
Who wrote
I agree.
this?
Virginia R. from Campbell, California.
Oh, from Campbell. That's
From
up north.
Campbell,
It's
dude.
San Jose area.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I knew it was up there. And then someone from, we're going to read another one here, Julio C. from Downey, California. I love the Hat. I love the pastrami sandwich, but the pastrami burger is my weakness. I don't order fries because they serve it by the ton. Fries are only to share with someone else. That's true.
Yeah.
Big portions. Now, I am not an ecologist and don't want to save the world either. I think we should go down in flames with it, but saying that, I just hate the fact that they give these 2 nice paper bags that stay brand new after ordering one sandwich. When I think of all the trash this just makes me sick to my stomach.
Really?
Fuck.
Wait, is he?
After eating my delicious pastrami burger with no fries. I guess that's my problem. Where are all the fun eco people?
There's a lot
I
of people that go through the drive-thru, and the last thing that you want is a greasy fucking pastrami squirt on your fucking seat, because those pastramis will squirt on your seats, and so you got to watch them, and that's why they have the double bag. You fucking
it says,
turd.
I guess when you're hungry, you forget about the world, right? Enjoy.
This is a 5-star review.
It was a 5-star review from February 4th,
fuck?
2022.
What was this person's name again?
Julio C. from Downey.
Wow.
And he's a
Downey.
He has a Coca-Cola bottle or
As his
can
fucking-
as his thing. I'm like, oh, so you care about
And-
the world?
Yeah, and he's from Downey?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's a first.
What a weird mixed message. Like,
Yeah.
he's trying to say, I love the world, I love pastrami, but also do better, Hat.
I mean, okay. Yelp is a really interesting place.
Yeah. I mean,
Very.
I've never once thought to myself, like, dude, I need to tell 1 million people about this place. Like,
Yeah.
never. I've never once, no matter how good it is, I'm like, people will know.
Every once in a while, I will write a review for like a friend of mine or for a place that I think is fucking super cool. That I will
Right.
write a review, but
Because
specific,
they own it.
well, they own it or like they work there or whatever.
Right.
I did write a Yelp review recently for my buddy's bar that he works at.
Nice.
Because it is a fucking really cool place.
Sure.
And he kind of like is weirdly there, like my buddy Randy.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like the mascot for this place. It's pretty fucking
I
rad.
used to write reviews for this one weed clinic just because they would give you free joints if you showed them a Yelp review.
That's cool.
Like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah,
I'll take
I
a
would
free
do
joint.
that.
Free joints all the time.
Okay, so I got one more review here, and this one's pretty
Spicy?
Looks pretty spicy. Yeah, this is from Chuck from South Pass.
Chuck Bubba.
Yeah, from South Pasadena, California.
All right. Great place. I love that place.
All right,
One of the Beastie Boys lives there.
My name's Chuck,
I'm glad
and
he has to-
I clearly don't give a fuck.
Whoa.
Wow, he's a little poet here.
Did he put
Yeah.
like a
No.
little? Did he put like a little asterisk or a little star, little
Right.
beep beep beep?
No,
He
put
didn't
like
censor himself?
10 exclamation points.
Awesome.
Nice.
Followed. It's a actual curse
You
word.
didn't
All
read
right.
that right then.
Yeah, I
it's
know. Yeah, and I'll give a fuck. My daughter and I really enjoy the Hat. We frequently go to this location in Pasadena. But I have a very distinct memory from my childhood growing up in Alhambra. I'll never forget it, but my uncle brought me to Alhambra and told me...
I'll get to the fucking point.
Okay, all right. What's going on?
Who got
told me about
fucked
the pastrami fries, and I couldn't believe it. He had said that it was the best pastrami he'd ever had, and he let me have a bite of his pastrami, but only if I touched...
What?
Oh, wow. Wow.
His toupee.
Oh, okay.
My
All right.
uncle was really insecure about his hair plugs.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. What a
My
weird
uncle also told me all about puberty and telling me that it's okay to be a big boy now.
Oh, wow.
What?
Okay.
But he didn't do any rape stuff.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
this
that's
wasn't.
good.
This didn't end up in the shit folder on Yelp.
No.
No, they're like
Wait.
we're gonna just let the rape flow on this
Yeah.
one.
The
Yelp.
rape stuff is for the habit burger. Go fuck yourself. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay,
Chuck.
well, Chuck from
All right,
Pasadena, he
Chuck,
got a
South
message
Pass.
from
Yeah.
the habit. So his uncle didn't touch him, and he just told him that's okay, that puberty's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It took him a while to get there. Though. I,
mean,
was
yeah.
surprised.
I want to see the Yelp executives that read that and went like, okay, rape. Let's see where it goes. See where this goes.
You know, it went right to the top too.
Man, that was a
straight to the
pretty
top. Wow.
explosive review. There.
I mean, shit. For some of those 5 stars were fucking. That one 5-star was bullshit.
it was a weird 5-star.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna give it shit 5 stars.
Yeah, that was for sure. Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
know,
well,
some of these
the
fucking double
bags.
bags.
Yeah.
The fucking. I mean, I know that they're come from recycled materials, but still, give me a fucking break, bro.
Man.
Come on.
So,
You're from
Daryl-
Downey, brother.
Yeah, I know. Get with it, dude. So it's been a beautiful experience to go to the Hat.
Yeah, thank you.
And enjoy just some delicious food. I'd love to have you back on.
Of
for,
course.
for another one. You know,
I'm always
We got-
down to eat food.
Noggles.
dude.
Let's go to Noggles.
Oh,
Yes,
Noggles.
man.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
Never
dude.
been.
I haven't been there in 20 years.
Okay, all right, cool.
The
cool, we got it.
OG Del Taco. We'll
Yeah,
get into it.
yeah.
But
Noggles.
where can people find you and follow the pod?
This Comics Life is where you can find me on social media. And then, just look up the Spongeworthy Podcast. Wherever you get podcasts, wherever you got this show,
There's,
Yeah.
it's-
you could
Yeah.
probably get it there.
It's it's
Yeah.
linked down below in the description
Yeah.
on this YouTube video.
There you go.
Yeah. Check it out.
Definitely. Robert's been on it. Hopefully, Ross will be on it soon.
Fuck, man.
Oh, dude.
I'd have to listen to a Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have
you'll
to-
you'll have to watch some Seinfeld.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen all of Curb. I love Curb.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
I started watching the show Dave,
I love
which
Dave.
is
Dave is dope.
And one of the I think it's one of the writers from Curb.
Sure,
It's
sure.
it's so the boop boop. But
Yeah.
God, Dave is great.
So good.
I kinda
love
like-
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, he's great. I kind of like it more than I like. Well, not quite as much as I like Curb, but it's real close.
It's a close show, and it's one of those kind of hybrids where it's like not quite a comedy, not
Yeah.
quite a drama,
Yeah.
kind of in the middle.
And fucking wickedly funny.
Really funny.
Yeah, the writing on that show is incredible. And that the last episode of season 1,
Yeah.
the jail. I have watched that opening part.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched it so many fucking times because it's fucking genius.
Yeah, he showed me, and it was really impressive. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
It goes places for sure. I would love to watch.
Do you know if he was a writer on Seinfeld? That
Who?
Curb writer? I don't know.
No, I don't think he was.
No,
okay.
no.
Yeah, I
Most of the Curb writers are younger guys. Like Seinfeld was like late 90s.
Was there other dudes though from Seinfeld other than Larry David that worked on Curb?
I don't
wonder.
think so.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
But just mainly
Maybe
Larry
like Tom
David.
Sharonis or like maybe a Larry Charles.
Yeah,
But that's about it.
yeah. Did Larry Charles do Sour Grapes?
I think he did.
Remember that movie,
Mhm,
Sour Grapes? It was like Seinfeld's writer, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Larry David. It was probably Larry
Right.
Charles. I
Right.
can see that, but
Yeah, Larry
Yeah.
Charles did all the Borat stuff or all the like Sasha
wow.
stuff. Yeah.
man, well, dude, check out Spongeworthy Podcast.
I'll be
Definitely.
on it. I'll
Yeah.
watch an episode and I'll be on it. for
It's
sure.
actually getting really good because we're getting into like season 6 and like those are where it's really on all cylinders.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
And then Ross, of course, you can find him on Pornhub.
No,
Okay,
I
okay.
got rid of that account. That's,
Okay, good.
we don't talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's ex-hamster, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, whoever pays me the most is who it is. But
Yeah.
right now, I have all my content on on AndyDicksHardcock.com. It's not the
.com.
AndyDicksHardcockinVegas.com. That domain is it belongs to somebody else. That's my that's where you can find me.
Like for Rossco Soletrain.
Yeah, Rossco. So AndyDicksHardcock.com. That's it. That's where you can find everything. And maybe in the next few podcasts, you're going to see a completely different setup going on over here.
Whoa.
We're doing it, man.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for listening and
and
watching,
subscribing.
and tell your friends if they're into
YouTube stuff. If they're into shit, if they're into dog shit,
if they're into Yelp
bestiality,
reviews and bestiality,
yeah, or like really like jokes that are just like borderline like oof,
yeah,
cancellation quality one day.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, it's all right. It's
We're
all
all
jokes.
fucked.
Yeah, we're all
We'll all
fucked
be dead by
anyways.
then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the world is going to collapse by 2040, but let's definitely get the
God
hat.
willing.
Yeah, but no, I'm excited though for that, guys, and we're gonna do it smiling. And I'm definitely, check us out, Robertland Podcast everywhere. We love you. And on that note, life is a ride, and I'm gonna ride it all night long.
Bye bye.